at UFC Vegas 41, we have Negumereanu versus Ike Villanueva. You may see him as Isaac Villanueva in certain places. Negumereanu 4-1 in his last 5. Villanueva only 2-3 in his last 5. And the matchmakers knew exactly what they were doing when they set this fight up. This should be a really a really fun striking war with two tough guys that will not quit. Negumereanu came back after a 2-year layoff as a big underdog, and he got it done. Both Jacob and myself picked him in his last fight, and he was a good-sized underdog. And up until his last fight, where he won a split decision, 100% of his wins were by finish, and his only loss was a decision. This dude is as tough as they come. He's a striker who's incredibly durable. He throws everything crazy with bad intentions. He pressures forward, and he does throw mostly big, heavy, looping shots, and he just sort of stands right in front of you. He relies on his chin and his power, which at this point in his career seems to be working for him, but at a certain point that is going to catch up to him. He does have a backup plan if he's on the wrong side of the exchanges, which are slam style and muscle takedowns. They're not clean, but he's just so tough and strong that he can force a lot of these takedowns with just sort of heavy lifting, laboring takedowns. It's a lot of work because he's not using proper technique, but he does get it done. His last fight against Cameron was the first time he won a decision in his entire career, and he honestly did it with his heart. He was not the better fighter in that cage. He was not. But he certainly was a tougher fighter, and he absolutely pulled off that upset. Isaac Villanueva, or Ike Villanueva, as we see here, he is better than his record. He's also incredibly tough. He never quits. And to be fair, some of his losses, they were at heavyweight. So, you see like, this is a pretty trash record for a UFC guy. But a lot of those losses were at heavyweight where he was obviously undersized. And frankly, he's a little undersized for light heavyweight as well. And if you put – my contacts are dry as hell right now. And if he put some time in, he may be able to work his way down the middleweight where he would be a good size. Don't get too excited for him at light heavyweight, as I mentioned, because he's not big for this weight class either. He marches forward with solid striking. He has speed. He has power. He does a much better job than Nick does as far as stringing together combinations are concerned. And he is the more fluid fighter. He spent time at heavyweight. It didn't go well, as I mentioned. But if we look at his last fight against Prochniau, he lost because of kicks. His legs were chopped up, and then the kick to the body is just what ended it. He only has boxing and heart. You have to go with Nick here because his power ability, the takedown ability, and at least Nick has a plan B. Villanueva has no plan B. He will either box you up or lose, and that's it. There's no two ways. Nick could be on the wrong end of some boxing, work his way into some of those sloppy power takedowns and make something happen. But listen, both these guys are so stupid tough. I like them more and more in the monkey knife fight line. Absolutely. Nick is just going to stand there. He'll take 30 shots in the chin, no problem. That may happen in the first round. Then he'll just keep coming forward. My contacts are dry as hell. Hopefully that's not bothering you. I told you I'm on vacation. I'm in the second room of our condo rental at Disney World, happiest place on earth. And I'm doing this. So if I'm blinking like crazy in the dry eyes, don't get all mad at me. 62 strikes. He should be able to put that out. No problem. He's a pretty good volume guy. Comes forward. Villanueva is tough enough to absorb some of that before giving a go. So I like the more and more monkey knife fight. That's my most confident money play here. I don't know if I'll spend the $9,100 on Nick. I probably will because I think he's just going to be super busy, come forward, may get some takedowns, and eventually a stoppage. I don't know what I'm going to do at minus 215 betting odds. I'm probably not going to touch it as far as bets are concerned. But, Nick's coming off that big underdog spot, looked pretty good, or at least was tough and exciting. They're giving him Villanueva here to let him showcase some striking and put on a show. So, this is another one. I may do something with the round line. I may hit an under on a 2.5 round line, but we'll see what happens. And there may be some protection bets in here as well at wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up for a promotion, make a deposit, and I'll send you $50 out of the goodness of my heart to thank you for supporting us and our partners.